Okay guys, I want to show you how I'm going to put this Raptor on this bed here, little Raptor bed liner spray. So we're just going to tape off where we don't want it at this point. Then we're going to spray a little acetone down, and then I'll show you how to mix this Raptor bed liner and how easy it sprays on. Okay guys, so we got that taped off, just threw a blanket up there where we didn't want to hit. Tape back here a little bit. Now I have a pressure gauge here. If you don't have one of these, you really want to use it, unless your air compressor can be adjusted, because you only want about 40 pounds. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this grip number 4 and I'm going to spray it over top here. If you don't have this stuff works really well, but if you don't have it, at least get some acetone and wipe it on there, because no matter how well you prep it, there's always going to be something that's going to end up screwing you up. So let's go ahead and spray that all around the whole bed. So you can see it actually dries extremely quick. The good stuff, or the good point about this, the reason to use it, is all these little nooks and crannies. If you couldn't get in there to scratch it when you're sanding, these little tiny spots, this will still allow the Raptor to seat even to that stuff. So whether you got in there really good or you didn't get in there really good, make sure that you use something, some sort of acetone or this number 4. Okay, so I got my gauge on there. Now you can see I'm reading like 190 pounds of pressure, but when I pull the trigger, I have a constant 40. That's where I want to set it at. I don't want to set it to where it's at here on the gauge. I want to pull the trigger and then set it. You set it while, I think you understand that. That's the amount of pressure that's coming out. So we're at 40 pounds. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the hardener and we're going to mix it with the liner. And the way that you do that, whoops, sorry guys, 1 second. So the way that you do that is, if you can see down in there, it's right at about that level. So we're just going to fill it to this line right here. I like to go just a hair more because there is a little extra. Go right about there, and then you're going to shake the crap out of it. Shake it for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then you can go ahead and start spraying. Now, once you start spraying it on the bed, if you have a helper, that's going to really benefit you, because the next one needs to be shooken for 3 minutes. So while you're spraying, the other guy could be shaking and mixing the next one, and so forth and so on. Now, there's enough here for a long bed, and we're going to shoot a short bed, so there's going to be a little extra, so we might put it on just a little bit thicker than what you normally would. And you want to hold it about 10 inches away. Spray it just as even as you can, and if you feel like going thicker, go ahead and go back over it, but try not to go back over it until you finish the whole thing. And then if you need a second coat, you need to wait that appropriate time to put the second coat on. So that's why I kind of like to go a little bit thicker first. So let's go ahead and start shooting and let you see how it looks laying down. I just added the hardener, and I filled it right about to there. So now we're going to put the lid on it, and we're just going to shake the crap out of it. And it ends up being about 1/4 of the bottle that you're going to use, because you have 4 bottles. But they do give you a little bit extra, so if you go a little over, that's okay. Okay, so this one has been shaken, not stirred. And now we're just going to slide it on, and we'll twist the bottle. Now we can start spraying. Okay guys, once I got going, I didn't want to stop. So this area is where I just finished. It's still wet, and that was the first layer. One of the things that I noticed was much easier was to get all of the nooks and crannies first. Spray those and then fill in. And then especially with the beds, the way they are, they have those engraved sides on both sides. So I kind of went on an angle, and then I came back down on the other angle, if that makes sense. And then all up inside of here, I hit all the nooks and crannies that I could reach, and then I filled in everything else. So I think that makes sense. So I hope this video helps you out. Do me a favor, please click like, please click subscribe, click on my name for all my other how-to videos, and as always guys, enjoy.